Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A man could become the first convicted felon elected to state office in Nevada. How felons' rights have changed over the years. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. In your top story, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. 5 years ago, a bill restored voting rights to felons, but it also allows them to hold office 4 years after completing their sentence. 7 at 7 anchor Alina Bleets tells us about a man who could become the first convicted felon elected to state office in Nevada.
Jovan Jackson is the Democratic candidate in the race for Assembly District 6, and he's also a convicted felon. Records show he served a 2-year sentence for his role in an armed robbery. Review-Journal investigative reporter Mary Hines says the public may not be aware of the full scope of the bill.
For instance, in 2019, the bill that removed the final barriers was touted as a voting rights measure. These other issues weren't discussed, which I found quite interesting. I'm not sure it has been fully debated.
Jackson told Hines he believes people with different life experiences should be able to serve their communities.
Not everyone, he said to me, has had a perfect background.
However, his nonpartisan opponent, Walter Jones III, says he isn't buying Jackson's claims of rehabilitation. He also alleges Jackson doesn't live in the district. For more on how felons' rights have changed in recent years, visit lvrj.com.
Nevada's chief medical officer is one of the state's highest paid employees, but the qualifications to hold the job may surprise you. Review-Journal reporter Eli Siegel explains.
Nevada's chief medical officer testified in court in 2018 that he hadn't treated any patients since the early 90s, and state records show he still does not have a medical license in Nevada, which is perfectly acceptable under state law in order for him to have that position. Nevada law does not require the chief medical officer to have a medical license.
However, some of Nevada's neighbors do require their top medical officers to have a medical license, and at least 6 western states have top public health officials who are licensed in their state. In entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, does live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Vegas headliner and country superstar Garth Brooks is speaking out after being accused of sexual assault and battery. In a lawsuit filed in California on Thursday, a woman who says she worked as a makeup artist and hairstylist for Brooks claims she was raped once by Brooks during a work trip back in 2019. She also claims Brooks sent her inappropriate text messages and exposed himself to her. Brooks fired back in a statement saying he has been threatened for months with what he calls lies about the situation. He also says he and his legal team filed a lawsuit against the woman nearly a month ago for extortion and defamation. Brooks is back in Vegas this weekend for his residency at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace with performances on Saturday and Sunday. In your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. The late season heat wave continues with temperatures over 100 degrees, expecting to hit the triple digits by 2 p.m. with a high near 103. We are expecting temperatures to begin to drop by Tuesday into the 90s and linger in that range for the rest of the week and possibly into mid-October. On the brighter side, those overnight lows continue on the cooler side in the low 70s.
Sports sponsored by PT's Taverns, your place to watch all the sports action. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstavern.com. A big night for the Aces, down 2-0 against the New York Liberty and facing elimination. Now, the last time the LVA were down 2-0 in a series, it did not bode well. In the 2020 WNBA Finals, the Aces trailed the Seattle Storm 2-0, and the Storm closed the series out at IMG Academy in Game 3, winning 92-59. Tonight, the Aces have a shot to begin rewriting history, as no team has ever come back from down 2-0 in a best-of-5 series in WNBA history.
In business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. The Sienna Golf Club in Summerlin has sold for $17 million. The Summerlin South 18-hole course was previously owned by Los Angeles-based Sienna Golf Course LLC and was sold to Las Vegas-based Sienna Golf Holdings LLC. Review-Journal real estate reporter Patrick Blennerhassett says it's just the latest golf course to be snatched up by buyers.
In April, Bears Best Las Vegas Golf Course in the Ridges in Summerlin actually sold as well. And in July, Prim Valley Golf Course closed down. So it'll be interesting to see if this is part of a trend of golf courses being sold or more courses closing down.
In Your Health, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. A heartfelt story as a 16-year-old diagnosed with cancer is about to have her dream come true thanks to Formula One. When Gabrielle Lowe was asked by Make-A-Wish Southern Nevada what her dream was, she said that was an easy answer, experiencing Formula One in her hometown. She was surprised with tickets to next month's Grand Prix event where she'll be witnessing the race of a lifetime.
And this means so much to me because, I mean, yeah, it's been really rough just in the past couple years, but oh my God, this means so much. This means so much to me.
Lowe gives credit to the Netflix documentary Drive to Survive for her love for Formula One and for helping her get through her treatment.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The UNLV football team puts its undefeated record on the line tonight when it faces Syracuse at Allegiant Stadium. The Rebels are up to 6.5-point favorites at Circa Sportsbook with Syracuse plus 205 on the money line. The total's 58.5. UNLV is coming off of a 59-14 rout of Fresno State and ranked number 25 in the country. Syracuse is 3-1 following a win over Holy Cross and features quarterback Kyle McCord, an Ohio State transfer who has thrown for more than 300 yards in every game. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. Zamir White has surfaced on the Raiders injury report with a groin injury. Running back Alexander Madison spoke on how he's been preparing in the event that he may have to step up into a larger role come Sunday against the Broncos.
We have a goal as an offensive unit. We know what we want to go out and accomplish. So just everyone operating on that accord. Everyone got to do their 111th, and yeah, we're just gonna everyone continue to just prepare. Nothing changes, just go in there and make sure whatever capacity that is, I'm just giving it my all, try and help this team win.
In lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. A beloved holiday attraction has announced that it's returning to Henderson. Ethel M. Chocolate's annual holiday Cactus Garden Lights is coming back next month for its 31st year. Starting November 1st, guests can visit the Cactus Garden featuring more than 1 million lights and holiday decor, and even Santa himself for a $3 entry fee per person. Entrance fees are waived for guests over 65 years old and under 2 years old. It'll run through January 4th with hours from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.